Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's always a pleasure to have you around. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how I make my own version of drinkable yogurt. Drinkable yogurt because it is lighter in consistency than the other thick yogurt we know. This yogurt is very light and refreshing once cold. You can make it for your personal consumption, for a party, and also for a business purpose. So for our ingredients, we need milk. I'm using 3 liters of milk, liquid milk. We need vanilla extract. We need yogurt. This is food coloring, pink food coloring. You can also use red. Red will be very good for. You can also red is also going to give you a pink color. I'm also using sugar. I don't know if I said earlier, yogurt, which is going to help us for the fermentation. I'll begin by pouring the liquid milk into a hot pot already on a heat source. Give it a good mix and let it heat up for a while. When you see little bubbles beginning to form at the top of the milk, you take it off of the heat source and let it cool down a little, or cool down to lukewarm temperature before adding in the yogurt for your fermentation. To know the right temperature, you take a little and put your fingers in it. If you can resist the temperature for about 8 minutes, that means that's the good temperature for you to add in the yogurt. I'm using plain yogurt here. It is advisable to use plain yogurt, but if you can't set your hands on plain yogurt, you can use any flavored yogurt of your choice. I'll give it a good stir so that the yogurt will mix well with the milk, and sift it out to take out any lumps that was formed when I was heating up the milk. I'm sieving it in a plastic container in which I'm also going to let it ferment, since it's going to help it retain its temperature, the warm temperature, for a longer time, which is also favorable for fermentation. Advisable not to leave it ferment in any aluminum container, since it's going to cool up very fast and it is not going to be good for fermentation. At this point, I'll cover it up and store it in a warm environment like an oven, a warm oven, and let it ferment for 6 to 12 hours. These are like 12 hours later. You can see it has fermented. The milk has fermented. Yeah, my milk is not very thick because I use 1% milk. If you want a very thick milk, if you want a thick yogurt, you should use whole milk. And in case you use whole milk and you want a lighter version of the milk of yogurt, you can add in more water to make it watery. But you add in more water after it had fermented, not before fermentation. Here again, I'm still going to sift it to take out any lumps, additional lumps that was formed during fermentation. For a reminder, I use 3 liters of milk, 1% milk. That means it is no full fat. I use 1 cup of yogurt, plain yogurt. I use 1 cup of sugar, and I use about 4 drops of the food coloring, pink food coloring, but you can use red coloring. But if you use the red coloring, you need less drops for it to become pink. I'm going to write down the ingredients and their measurements in the description box, so check it out later. When I'm done sieving, I'll add in 1 cup of sugar. You can add it more or less depending on the sweetness you want. Give it a good mix so that the sugar can dissolve. Now I'm going to divide the yogurt into 2 parts, one in which I'll add in the food coloring to obtain the pink color, and one in which I'll add in the vanilla essence. Adding the food coloring for me was to obtain like the strawberry look, but I do not have a strawberry flavor at home at this point, so I used the food coloring to obtain it. But if you have strawberries, the food strawberries, you can blend it and add it into the yogurt. If you have a strawberry flavor, you can still use it after using the food coloring, or you can just use it without the food coloring. So after mixing it with the vanilla essence, I'm going to put it in a jar and store in the refrigerator for it to cool up a little, because it is very delicious once it is fresh. It is a little cool and it's very refreshing. Here I'm going to add the food color. I first added 2 drops, but it was not pink enough to my liking. Then I added again 2 more drops, which I did off camera. So in total I added 4 drops of the pink color. But if you use the red color, I think like 2 drops of the food color are going to be enough to obtain the pink color. When I was done making the yogurt, I said to myself, oh, what if I mix both colors without actually mixing them, so that I can have both at the same time without having to make the decision on which one to have first and which one to have next. And yeah, it was delicious. All you have to do is to refrigerate it so that it should become cold before consumption. So tell me, which one is your favorite, the white one, the pink one, or both colors combined? We are almost coming to the end of the video, so thank you very much for watching, and please do like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time I upload a new video, and also share the video with your loved ones, and see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.